Good morning. This is Irfan from South Australia, Pharmacist. Look, I'd like to share very important news today, which is published in today's news from Australian Journal of Pharmacy. This news journal, which comes quite often, every day or every week, once a month. But today, this article is published by journalist Nicholas Orengi. What he's saying that is saying about Guild pushes the strategy to tackle workforce shortage. This is the same program that I was trying to advocate from last more than a year, where there was a shortage of pharmacists which was identified, and we have circulate the idea for overseas pharmacists to train them to upgrade their skills. So many of the pharmacists who have passed the KAPS exam, PTE exam, and start applying for jobs from overseas to Australia, and there's a lot of struggle, a lot of efforts made by those pharmacists, but there's a hindrance of not getting the visa, which is actually very fast last year, but it was slowed down from last few months, in last probably 6 months. But you know that pharmacists who pass the exam, this KAPS exam overseas in November and in July, they are waiting for this exciting news. So this is a very exciting news for those who are actually waiting for visas and who are struggling to get job interviews, but they were disappointed because employers were not ready or they were not aware about how to process their visas. They have selected candidates, but they could not process their visa because there was a hesitancy, there was a lack of information. But this article actually saying that Guild is pushing Australian government, saying that government urged to extend help the pharmacy graduate and lift the cap of skilled migration to attract overseas candidates to fill the workforce vacancies. So this is a very timely article. It will be seen by many of the ministers in the government. Probably there's a hope that those KAPS, which is actually holding those visas to be granted, or expression of interest from different state governments, will go smoothly very quickly. And last week I was talking to my colleagues through my webinar that make sure when you pass the KAPS exam, make sure you register for the next steps, which is English test, and also apply for provisional registration to get that provisional registration in your hand, because AHPRA registration is very mandatory, very important for your next step to progress as a pharmacist in this country, if you're coming from overseas or even if you've graduated here. So that's very important. When someone passes the KAPS exam, they get relaxed that, oh, this is part done, but you need to keep your eyes and ears open and take action. All right, so this article that I have shared in my LinkedIn profile and on all the social media, please read this, and it will give you energy, it will give you a hope that there is a positive vibe coming from Pharmacy Guild. And yesterday, one of our colleagues got a reply as a positive interview, but they could not fulfill the need for the visa because they have never done that. So I request that candidate to approach Pharmacy Guild president, and he wrote an email to president of Pharmacy Guild in Queensland, and there may be some talk going on. So this is actually we all need to understand that it's not a comfort ride. You need to struggle, and also when you're applying for jobs, don't hesitate to apply more than just don't think that you just apply for 100 jobs and you will get an answer, or if you're not getting an answer, that's it. But still there's a way that you can approach those regional employers through some search on Google, find their pharmacies in regional locations and apply, and make sure you have to have a target of applying at least 1,000 or more applicants applications to different organizations, and you have a greater chance. So get these things done, AHPRA registration done, keep applying and hope for the best. These visas will automatically be open because or if it's not open, then obviously some employers need more education on how to sponsor those 407 sponsorship, nomination and visa, which is a very simple process. I like to help those employers. If you are interested, I can connect you to the experienced migration people who has done that job for many of the employers in last 2 years, and they have selected candidates and they're working and they're now pharmacists within the company. All right, thank you watching my video, and if you want to subscribe, click on my social media links. It's about information, spreading the right information at the right time. Thank you, Nicholas, for writing this article on a very timely matter, because there was a lot of disappointment, a lot of frustration in overseas pharmacists, but this article will give them a hope that no, there is something happening. Thank you very much for watching me.